What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This your boy, Professor X. Thanks for tuning in, clicking on the video, rocking with me. Do me a favor, just go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Yep, just go ahead and hit the like button for me. I appreciate it. Like I said in different videos, just trying to grow the channel, just see what it can do. And they say that the engagement, the likes, the comments all help with the algorithm. Who knows if it's true or not? But we'll see. You won't know if you don't try it, right? So if y'all just go ahead and just hit the like button, and I'd appreciate it. Share this video with somebody if it provokes any thought or you think somebody can get something out of it. I want to talk about a very popular question, and it's probably the question that I have been asked the most in my YouTube space and in my personal life by women. And that is, why do men cheat? That is by far the most asked question, or we could say the most requested question that I have ever received, both on YouTube and in my personal space. Let me say this. This question, I got good news and bad news. The good news is I can help narrow down a few reasons why. The bad news is, as much as I am a know-it-all, I can't completely answer that question because every man and every situation is going to be different. As soon as I throw out two or three things, somebody will chime in and say, I didn't do that, I did all that, I wasn't like that, this happened to me, and it goes on and on. So I just want to say, all I'm doing is I'm going to give two or three, in my opinion, major components as to why men cheat. And in saying that, even putting myself previously in my life having done it myself. So I'm using both personal information and then also what I have learned and just being around life and understanding. Now, I made a video entitled something like the greatest threat to relationships or the greatest threat to marriage, something like that. And I'm talking about selfishness. That's also going to be the number one thing that I'm going to point out in terms of why men cheat, is because we can tend, which both can, don't get me wrong. Again, I'm having to clarify a lot of things. Somebody gonna say women too. We get it. Ain't talking about women on this. Okay? You did? Capiche? You got it. 10-4, roger that. Over and out. Trucker talk. We ain't talking about women on this one. So don't, I mean, you can come in the comments and, say whatever you want to say. And I'll probably just pin it and let everybody make their comments on it. So I'm not intimidated by your little comment. You want to come in there and say you just talking about me and you a beta simp, this, that, and the third, do that. Put it in there, I'll pin it. Make you feel good. I'll leave it up there for 2 days. Third day, I'm going to unpin it. We're going to move on. Now, selfishness is the main reason that I would say men cheat. And to be able to, first of all, it will speak, obviously, if we're in an exclusive relationship, particularly a marriage, and for whatever reason he makes up in his mind that I'm going to step out. And I'm not making excuses for men, I'm just trying to explain something. Go back to the beginning of when most men are teenagers. As teenagers, and let's go away from any church or anything like that. Let's just go straight to the whole world. as teenagers, teenage boys, within the structure of being a teenager, is pretty much taught or allowed that the more women you have, the better it is for you. So most men who look any kind of way decent as a teenager, he has learned, if I can use that word, that I don't have to settle with just one woman because for my ego, I can have this woman, this woman, this woman, this woman. Now remember that. Remember, when you get married as a woman, she may have trauma that she needs to be healed from. She may have situations in her childhood, and men too. She may have things that she needs to be healed from. Where men, we still come with our experience, especially when we're young. We're coming from an experience where we are not really we're not dealing with the same woman for 3, 4, 5 years, especially not a lifetime. 6 months, year, that's it. We with somebody else, then that's it. That's how it go on. Right? Eighth, ninth grade, you ain't with the same girl when you were a sophomore. You ain't with the same girl when you were a junior. You ain't with the same girl when you go to college. So as a teenage boy going into a man, it's kind of put in us that the more you knock down, the more kind of a man that you are. Now, that's not true, but it's kind of fed in through how society and the ways of life work. Now, when hopefully y'all can't hear that train too much. Matter of fact, hold on, let me pause. Let me let that train go by. All right, sorry about that. He's doing all that honking for the most part. When teenage boys learn that they can be with different women, that does something to the ego. It builds the ego of a man when he has the ability to be with more than one woman. I know women. I know women. Y'all won't understand that based on how we are raised and what we've been taught. For a woman to have multiple men going on at the same time, she would be considered very loose, very promiscuous, a 304. It would even do damage to her own self-esteem of how she sees herself for the most part, unless she's really a 304 for real. And then they've already overridden all of that. But a decent woman, decent girl, this decent teenage girl, if she out there like that, her self-esteem is being crushed. As a teenage boy, man, whatever, our self-esteem ain't taking that kind of a hit. It actually builds us up in our ego to think that I guess I'm only going to get probably through one point anyway. It builds us up to think that we are something, even though we may not be that. So when you carry that into a relationship that's supposed to be exclusive, especially when you are young and immature and you haven't reached a place in your mind where you are now disciplined, because this is what I want women to understand. If a man is not cheating, it is because he has made a mature choice that is not the lifestyle he wants to live. Remember that. Is not on the same pattern as women. A, a woman and a man walking side by side that know each other. Me, we'll say Keisha, can go into the mall. And in that mall, especially a Saturday night, women wearing whatever they want to wear. Not now, but definitely when I was younger, I might see sincerely 6 women that in my mind, I say, my goodness, I wonder, I wonder what that could be like. I wonder what. A woman in the same mall, she might see 6 attractive men, but her mind ain't necessarily taking it all the way. You follow what I'm saying? They both in the same mall. The man will see 6 women because of his nature and say, "Oh, I wonder. Oh, if I just had a chance. Oh, I want to holler at her." Same mall. The woman go in, she said, "Oh, that's a nice looking guy. He nice looking, blah, blah, blah." She going about her business. It's totally different. So by the time a man says, "I will no longer try to just knock them down," he has reached a place of maturity where he realized, I can't just live life swinging off of my ego. Because when you do that, swing off your ego, that's why it's easy to become selfish. And when you become selfish, you don't have to consider the other person's feelings. That's why I'm teaching now. I hope y'all listening now. That's why a man can cheat on his girl. And if a woman, let's check this out. If a woman is in a relationship with a man, a decent woman, I ain't talking about 3 or 4 now. If a good woman is in a relationship with a man and she step out and let another man lay her over the side of the bed, she know what it took for her to do that. And more than likely, it was beyond just the physical part that she was getting out of it. Something was damaged in the relationship where she felt her love or her appreciation or her respect for her man is not there anymore, which opened up the door for her to let another man touch her, squeeze on her, do all those things. You with me? What it takes for a woman to actually do what she got to do and cheat, a good woman, more than likely there's something going on in the relationship where she feels like he's not paying me no attention. He's too busy. I done told him he has abused me. Something's going on in her mind where she's gonna justify, maybe rightfully so. I'm not judging nobody what she's doing, and so she know what it takes for her. A man can do the same thing and say, "I still love you." A woman don't believe that. She don't believe it because she know if I would have done it, I probably would not be loving you because of what it takes for me to do it. But we're different. A man can actually cheat on his woman and still love her. I know y'all don't believe it. I'm telling you, if men are honest that's watching this, that have cheated, they will not say, "I no longer love my girl when I cheated." They're going to say, "I still loved her and I did it anyway." That's what they're going to say. But a woman, normally her emotions and respect and honor for that man has come down, which opened up the door for her to do it. So why do men cheat? And we can go in, like I say, selfishness, ego, the way we was raised, different things like that. I'm gonna throw one more out. It says 13. I'm gonna throw one more out. It's gonna connect to what I already said. Especially younger men. It don't matter how good the kitty cat is. Most men are not going to be satisfied with one kitty for the rest of their life. Listen what I'm telling you. He may be satisfied because he made the choice to do it. In his maturity, he made a choice to do it. Okay? But please believe me, it don't matter how you rock him one side to another. I don't care the motion of your ocean, the height of your wave. Most men is not wanting to settle down for the rest of their life with one kitty when they have already been exposed to several kitties. Keep that in mind. If he don't do it, it's because and I'm taking church and God and I'm taking that part away just for this conversation. It means he has made a mental choice. He has matured to a place where he realized my relationship and my connection with this woman is greater than pleasure that I can receive outside of my home. That takes maturity to realize that. It takes maturity to realize that. If he's in that in-between stage and I was there, I was him, this is how I know what I know, then he's not going to realize it. And in his selfishness, all it takes is a nice figure. All it takes is a little attention. All it takes is for her to, ooh, your arms are so big. Ooh, your voice is so deep. Ooh, you so tall. Ooh, you so strong. Ooh, and maybe you got a girl that don't talk to you like that. And then here this chick is at the gas station. She giving you all the oohs and the ahs. She giving you all the affirmation talk. Boy, you a tall glass of water and all that stuff. Yeah, and you find yourself in a situation where because of your selfishness and you have not reached a place of full maturity yet, you'll go ahead and step out and do what you do. And like I said, women, don't be too hard. I know it's a touchy subject. Just remember, even if a man has made the choice that he won't step out, it still don't mean that he don't want it. He has just made the choice not to pursue it and go after it and do it. He has put the value on the woman and the relationship. Hopefully this helps. Let's talk about it in the comments. Y'all be good. See ya.